Today's Friday, it's the 13th December 2024 and we're back down in Palmanova. Anita's got an appointment as usual and she's given me 2 hours to wander around, so let's get going. And sorry we missed the first bit of the video, I'd got the setting wrong on the camera, so we're starting here, looking down on the beach. There's just a few people there enjoying this beautiful day. The temperature as we walked down said 15 degrees Celsius and it may well creep up to 17 or 18 degrees. Sea's looking very calm, just a few gentle ripples, and as I was walking along I bumped into a friend, Maria, and she was telling me that she'd moved to the north of Spain because it's not quite so hot there in the summer, and she's come back here and rented an apartment just for the winter. And how perfect is that? This is a beautiful day. Can you believe it? There's somebody swimming out there. Oh no, it's a bird. Or is it? Yeah, sorry, it's a bird swimming out there. I'm just going to get a pair of glasses. It's the doggy beach with all the locks. The padlocks are still here. I'm guessing that they will be removed. It's a very calm day today. We've had some really strong winds. Hurricane force winds. There's a lot of damage been done in different parts of the island. Trees blown down, branches blown off. All of that's gone now. Hello. It's beautifully calm. It's just 10 o'clock in the morning. Anita's appointment was at 10 o'clock. Here's the little beach, and now pretty much everything cleared off in the way of parasols and beds. The lifeguard stations are still there. I'm guessing they'll be removed. If they're not, they're going to get knocked into the sea eventually. Hear the work going on, drills and things. It's a Friday morning and people getting their work done. It's the time of the year to get all of that sort of thing done. Hardly a soul on the beach. There is actually one volleyball net out, but nobody using it yet. Maybe a bit later on. We have had a couple of really cool days. The temperatures dropped tremendously. We've actually got snow. We've had snow on the top of the mountains. Not likely to get snow down here, very rarely happens, but we always get snow on the mountains. We've already now had some this year. People get very excited if there's a lot of snow. They'll drive up there and
I wonder why they get stuck, because they're not used to driving in those conditions, and their cars don't generally have the tyres, chains that you need. The police do end up closing the roads if it gets really bad, and that happens most years. It's pharmacy. What's the temperature on that one? It's just 11 minutes past 10. I think that said 13 degrees, I'm not quite sure. Which could be right. I think that one's actually in the shade. But it will get warmer as we get towards the afternoon. Santa outside the pharmacy over there. We've been really busy, so I didn't manage to get a video out this morning. Lots of things going on, and the weather wasn't really too good with the rain that we've had in the last few days. And thankfully that seems to have passed away, and we've now got better conditions. It's still very busy. I'm due to go to, well, we're both going to my old school this afternoon, see some of the teachers, children. Tomorrow we've got a Christmas lunch. I've been in Santa Ponsa. Anita's off to England as well. So really cramming it all in. A couple of groups here doing their exercises, yoga. Not sure what they're doing, but making use of the beach in the winter. Good outdoor space. Beach bar on the beach there actually has been open, and all the chairs are there, so I'm guessing they are going to open up later on. This is the tourist information place, Calvia. Useful if you want to know anything. No children in the park today. Well, Castaways is open. That's interesting because we came by last weekend and Castaways was closed. We wanted to go there for a coffee. Nice to see that they're back open. Beach bar in Taringo's getting ready to open up if it's not already open. Really bright sunshine. Toilets, they all get sealed during the winter, so you can't use them. And this first aid centre is not open during the winter time. Zell. And the Chiringuito, the little beach bar that was put right in front of it. Looks like they're packing up.
I wanted to see Danny happy with a photo booth and
Nice to see it actually continuing to clean the pool. Most places just leave them over the winter. Some places cover them, but most just leave them and then frantically clean them up at the beginning of the season. There's Rogers. Barbuda and the Diana Beach Club. It's the Santa Lucia in front, which I think now is closed up. Happy Chinese, they may open up later on. Beautiful beach. A few people have said, isn't it strange? Well, for me it's just very normal, but this time of the year it goes very quiet. And I do like it. I do like it when it's quiet and it's different. I missed the condensation on the glass here. Beautiful clear water down there. Looking at the Spanish newspapers this morning and talking about the figures for November of flights and passengers coming into Palma just during November, and they exceeded 1 million. It's like that, an incredible number, and up on the previous year, both national and international passengers in November. They were up about 4 or 5% for the national, 15% for international, which is great news for the island, getting more winter tourism, and that's one of the things that they continually say that they're trying to encourage, winter tourism. 15% increase is really significant. Got a few boats out there, and there's actually a couple of ships going in opposite directions, actually heading directly for each other by the looks of things. Going very slowly. I'm going to move around, carrying on round the Santa Lucia, and this is where Shauna and Claire will be coming in 2025, next year. Oh, I've never noticed that before. There's an owl perched up there. I wonder if that's for decoration or whether it's just to scare off the seagulls. I don't know. Got a few dog walkers out on the beach today. Gentle ripples there, nothing. It is very calm, almost no breeze at all today, and that's reflected by the calmness of the sea.
Sí. Dígame.
Just noticing that there's a bit of construction work going on here at the Santa Lucia. Now on the San Matias beach. This is the barbecue place. Someone's told me to expect changes here next season. It's another place for us to keep our eyes on. And that's the San Matias Beach Hotel. Beyond there is the Baleares Nova apartments. And just beyond that, if you carry on the other side, is where Casa Baleares is. Some of the other hotels down in that area. Rosa del Mar. This park gets very quiet now. There's nobody on the beach. And I've got one other walker with me. There are some Spanish pensioners here in some of the hotels. I guess they'll be out on the promenade a little bit later on. And something else that's in the news is that the Big Brother thing that I was talking about a few weeks ago, where the hotels and the car rentals and any other holiday accommodation for that matter has to take lots of extra data Well, now the CEO of the Melia Group, Gabriel Escobar, he's been in the papers today, yesterday, saying how dangerous and bad it is. Dangerous in that what's going to happen to this data, what if mistakes are made, how's it going to be stored. And they are actually calling on the government. He's the head of some tourist hotel group, and apparently it's just falling on deaf ears at the moment, and the hoteliers are just really want to either stop it altogether or go back to the old one, or make some changes, modifications, but nothing from the government. In the past, the government have simply said it's helping us to catch criminals, and well, if that's the case, then maybe it is a good thing. Some people have written to me and said, well, they've always collected your data, and that's true. They're asking for a few extra things that they didn't ask for before when you checked into a hotel. Specifically for UK people, they ask for your home address, which I don't think is on your passport. Howard from Germany said his wife's got an ID card, and if they photocopy that, that's got her home address. That would be pretty much true for other ID cards, I think. And the bank details. They've got your credit card. When you pay, you must have paid somehow, and I guess 90% or more pay with a credit card, so the hotel has your credit card details. And people are saying they're going to use these money cards. That way you don't have access to your bank account. I'm sure it's going to continue. Renting cars, there's even more bits of data that are collected about what you did while you were driving here. GPS data would be collected, and I can see, if it's from a terrorist point of view, they might want to know where cars have been. That's a vast amount of data that they're going to be collected, and there's been problems with the computers actually crashing, so the data isn't stored properly. Another newspaper said this is like a hacker's paradise, where they're going to have all of the data in one place that is really incredibly valuable, so it can get sold on the dark web. Hoteliers are worried that it might put people off coming to Spain. This is not a Mallorca thing, it's not a Baleares thing, this is a Spain thing, so it's all hotels, apartments, anything that, campsites even, are going to be collecting all of the data on all of the people that go there. So if you're a family of 4, it's all 4 of you. You've got to give all of this data. Even children, which is yet another concern. Very wet underfoot. There's a lot of dew down here. There was some rain in the night, but the sun doesn't get here to dry it up, so it's very wet. arch in the sea there. It looks actually as though they've been painting this boardwalk. And they've got half of it done, and then the weather changed. This is the Leonardo pool.
Non fer cap estudi ni cap gre, pots agafar una estillora i tot la
Now I just feel a little bit cooler. It's actually quite pleasant. Now I'm in the shade. I'm more or less at the end of my walk this side. I have to start walking back. I'll go all the way to the end. I'm going to take a few photos. Two ships out there, look, so they're almost stationary. Unless they're two different ships. Take a few photos. It's a rubber dinghy almost submerged over there. Well, I'm going to make my way back now. Beautiful view. It's the Leonardo Royal. Buenos días. Steps here take you up to the hotel. the boardwalk now. It's very springy. I think when they paint this, they must sprinkle some sand on it as well, and that makes it a little bit less slippy. I remember a friend of mine telling me that's what he did on his boat. He used to, when he varnished the steps that went down into the cabins, he would sprinkle a little sand on them just to give them that non-slippy surface. Simple, cheap, hopefully effective. Just looking at the Comodoro there, they've got some scaffolding up, so they're doing some work as well. This end, one of the few hotels that's open is the Elba Sunset. It's one that traditionally stays open through the winter. And at the end where I started, we've got the Fergus, which is open, Fergus style Palmanova. Yeah, lots of work going on here. Hello, hola. This is the olive tree, and above the olive tree is closed, but above there there's Origin, and as you can see, but they have these pods which they can use for the Christmas period, and you can have a family group in there and you're protected from the elements, and really good. It's a thing that came from COVID. I saw recently that Karina won a prize there. Well done, Karina. A bottomless bar. So she and her friends can go there and drink for nothing. Oof. That sounds dangerous. That's the road that takes you to Magaluf. We'll carry on this way. These nicely kept gardens here. Have a little walk through the park area here. Florida's open. They'll be having their breakfast or merienda, middle of the day coffees. And no children in the park today. I've just taken the opportunity of sitting in the park here to make a little short video, which I've just posted onto YouTube. And shorts have to be less than a minute long, so it's only a few seconds. But just explains why I didn't make a video this morning, or didn't post a video this morning. It's just coming up to about 11:30 now, so by the time I get back, Anita should be nearly finished. Let's see. Still nothing on the old Viceroy. Got the for sale sign there. Nice to see the supermarket across the road open. It's the grill house. This is the Hotel San Matias Beach. That's the entrance. They're all mothballed for the winter. Chris's bar's open. Amazing. One of the very few places that actually stayed open, or when they could, during the COVID period. All along here, just about everywhere closed up. Including the ice cream place. Seems to have attracted some graffiti. Baleares, Sands of Lucia. I was reading about hotels again last week or so, saying that some more of the hotels are going to be going up a star. beaches come down here. It's actually got broken off there, look. This one, it's sawn off. A bit of tidying up work to be done there. Diana's. Something surely has got to happen to this place for the next season. Surely. Little oasis here is Gelacious. The rest of the bars, Monroe's and Taylor's, all closed up. Even Tintin's. This one's closed for the winter. And the park area for children and for adults. During the winter time, the parking machines here where you pay normally for your parking, they get sealed up, so you don't have to pay. There's a yellow line here, so you can't park, but I guess that's for that little space there. There's Taylor's, and then on this side, Monroe's. When I started my walk, everywhere was pretty damp underfoot, partly due to the rain and the condensation, but it's dried up pretty much. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit more settled now. Tandoori lights. Another Indian restaurant which we haven't tried yet, and it's already got trespasser. It's not a good sign, is it? castaways. Very quiet. Got the TV on. No customers at the moment then. And next to it, Il Tano got all its tables and chairs out, so I guess they'll be opening up later on. And, well, since I was last here, a few minutes ago, quite a few people in the park. Not the young children, but the older children. Another place with a trespasser sign across there, Jews 52, Joys 52, sorry. A lot of places do during the winter time in a speculative way put up for sale signs or trespasser signs, which is like a change of hands rather than sale. You buy the trespasser, but you still got to pay the rent. And people do it just to see if there is any interest, and they make some money. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, carry on the next season. After 11:30 and 15 degrees the thermometer across the road says, so it is warming up a little. It was 13 before. Getting some more volleyball nets going up. This is the Ayuntamiento de Calvia, the Calvia Town Hall. Pushing these up. There's the Tropico across the road. jeweller across the road open. Most places, as you can see, closed up. McDonald's is open. Every tapa closed up. Place we like to go to for tapas here in Palmanova. Chinese up here, so they can't get over. It advertises €9.55 for its menu. Shop that's always going to be open, a tobacconist. And then a couple of other shops here. Tintin's open. So I did actually walk along here at the beginning of the video, but I've got my camera on the wrong setting, so everything I said didn't come out. So just to point out over there that the Colmena, which is where we'd normally meet after the hairdressers, well, they're closed and having some work done. We were told that they were going to close for this, so it's not unexpected. But they've probably boarded it up and the work, I guess, underway behind closed doors. We look forward to seeing what it looks like afterwards. El Chiringo, this one is open, and it's got its Christmas bows out, Christmas arch out. Merry Christmas, everybody. Looks really nice. But much of the rest is actually closed up, including, which is a bit surprising, here's the Azur, which is on the front. This one, it used to be the Cam Blanc, it's changed, but looks like they've closed up. Everything's been taken in, and that's it. Beach pretty much deserted. and one of the few, not the only one in Palmanova, hotel that's open is Fergus style Palmanova. The Baleares Palmanova, which is just further back, was open, but that had Spanish pensions. And we were walking past here, you might remember this from the past, had a lovely crop of lavender. Well, it got completely cut back, and let's see what happens to that as the season progresses. I'm now feeling quite warm. One place open across the road is Oceana, and they've had some work done recently, and looks really smart. It's not a place we've been to, but certainly looks nice from the outside. The place that's undergoing a bit of renovations, this piazzetta on the corner down there. And they've had a lot of workmen in, so I expect to see big changes there. And then we come to the part of Palmanova which is the part that is largely open. So most of the restaurants and bars, shops, all the way up to the roundabout at the top, most of them are open. And here we've got the Eroski supermarket as well. It stays open all year. See how Anita's getting on. Well, she's not quite ready, so she's told me to go and sit by the beach. Off I go. Well, Anita's had her hair done, and I've caught up with her. She's had her nails done as well. Very nice, all ready for her trip, and we've got some nice coffee. So cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.